Pressure doors hiss open on the bridge of the Ever Vigilant. Staff and crew snap to attention as a small entourage enter, their reputation preceding them. Second in command of the ship is Pel Claybo, a young man fresh out of the academy, still unshaven and largely unproven. His captain is Jor Elbrin, a man of stiff backbone and crisp demeanor whose narrow eyes betray an uncharacteristic imperial trait: cunning. Snapping a salute to the newcomers on his bridge, he and his staff remain at attention. So, he greets the figure before him, clad entirely in gleaming cobalt armor. Modulated breathing echoes from the tall, thin figure, and red glow leaks from his visor. Captain, the figure intones, voice heavily distorted. We do not expect you for another 18 hours, the captain offers, cutting through the awkward silence. We planned a reception. I have no time for pompous nonsense, the visitor balks, standing uncomfortably close to the bridge officers. You know why I'm here. Yes, of course. Jor nods and beckons the entourage to a display. There's your man, TK-771, only survivor of a skirmish outside Paco City on the planet Regis. Claims to have seen a Jedi. The figure finishes for the captain. I have read his report. Where are you in locating the rebel cell he belongs to? The captain and his second glance at one another. It's a bit complicated. Make it simple, the figure growls. Of course. Well, for some time now we've known there are several rebel cells operating in and around this area. As luck would have it, we've captured a lot of them at Paco City. That stroke of fortune opened up an opportunity. You placed trackers on them, the armored man growls, and released them. Of course not, the captain frowns. We replaced their entire squad with 7 of my best commandos. Forged documents flooding the local nets will corroborate their identities in the short term, long enough for them to accomplish their mission. The Dark Warrior turns, staring at the captain for a long moment, then nods. Good, Captain. Very good. When are they due to check in? They report every hour on the hour. Standard procedures, we triangulate their position and move our forces into place, Jor confirms. We're expecting the next transmission in, about 40 minutes. Make a room ready for me and my assistants. The figure indicates his 2 robed, elderly human attendants, their features melancholy and strained. I wish to transmit to my master in privacy. Very good, sir. The captain nods and calls over an ensign. And how shall I call you at the hour, sir? You are to refer to me as Inquisitor. That is all. IG-75 marches across the ship from the bridge, heading aft. Outside, the hustle and bustle of the 5th Brigade's network of subterranean caves drifts across the hardshell speakers in muted tones, noise dampened by the surrounding minerals. Passing the humming of the engine of the vessel, he crosses into the crew quarters, all Spartan, minimalist, except one. The room occupied by the crew's only organic being, the Jedi Padawan Sai Cordova. IG hears the young man speaking openly. Sai is conversing with the miniature figure of some crustacean-like entity, its voice modulated as it must be translated. The figure floats above a palm-sized box with gold filigree, glowing with a blue tone. Master, I was presented with the same situation as Almas 5, Sai confesses to the figure, thus far unaware of IG's presence outside his door. And I fear I've failed. In what way? The translated voice of the master asks. On Almas 5, I destroyed the bounty hunter's weapon, the Padawan continues. I took away his ability to threaten or harm others, and I sent him away. Now, on Regis, we were confronted by stormtroopers, and I cut one down, Master. I see. The master nods, the hint of a frown in his voice evident. And you fear that, in the heat of the moment, your decision to use violence directly on the ones who threatened you is tempting you down a dark path. Yes, Master. Padawan, the Jedi path is wrought with danger, not the least yours, and whoever remains of your order scattered across the galaxy, you will be faced with immeasurable difficulty as you will need swift action to survive. Of course, violence against life is to be avoided, but you will never be free of it. That is a universal truth. Do not judge yourself and your path by your transgressions, only by your will to do better next time, and keep going. Thank you, Master, Sai bows. I will meditate on this. The figure blinks out of existence, and Sai quickly retrieves the block, stowing it inside his haversack. Only then does he become aware of the droid at his door. Oh, IG, I didn't know you were there. You appeared distracted, the droid states, stepping inside the room. Was that your master? Oh, Master Vorsk? Oh no. Sai shakes his head and smiles. He's just a recording. It's a hologram of our master that lived thousands of years ago. Master Corvus, my master, is on another path right now. Perhaps your paths will reunite, IG offers. Also, I wish to offer my gratitude and my congratulations. Gratitude and congratulations? The Twi'lek asks. For what? On Almost 5, I was incapacitated. While you failed to terminate the bounty hunter, you succeeded in protecting my friends. Your intervention is appreciated. Also, your performance on Regis against the stormtroopers was satisfactory. No, sighed Balks. No, it wasn't satisfactory. I injured that man. There was no need. I could have disarmed him like that bounty hunter, but I need to do better next time. Better? You wish to terminate your opponent. That is also satisfactory. No, the Padawan states firmly. No, no terminations. I'm not going to kill unless there's no other way. I do not understand, IG responds, turning to go. However, I will take your wishes into consideration. I will conduct the terminations on your behalf then. With an exasperated huff, Sai watches the killer droid stride out of his room. Routine is paramount to many droids, and Gunky the Power Droid is no exception. Every day, utilizing his advanced computer diagnostics and sensor suite, he monitors the power flow to the ship. There's no need, as the power is automated and therefore regulated, but he, like all droids, is a creature of habit. And today, we rejoin him, and we're going to have our first roll of the day. Gunky is monitoring the power levels. And we have 12, 14, 15, 16 against a moderate 11 computer programming repair roll. That is a success. As Gunky operates his diagnostics, he becomes aware of a 1% power deviation that spikes to 3% as the hour rolls over, then returns back to 1%. Strange. He scans a quick list of the very limited known power draws he's aware of on the base, seeing nothing that might draw that specific amount. So, he toddles over to a deck officer, asking if there's any operations going on that might draw additional power, as he's detected a minute spike. The deck officer laughs and tells him it's nothing to worry about. But there's also nothing scheduled for the day that he's aware of. Curiouser and curiouser. Not satisfied with that explanation, as organics are so inefficient after all, he waddles his little way over to a power console. He's going to make a second roll. Another computer programming repair roll. Oh, nice. 14, 18, 21, 22, 25 total against an easy 6 difficulty. The data is not encrypted or secured within the confines of the base, so it's not a tremendously difficult task to bring up a list of power draws and their respective points of origin. He finds entries for a trio of speeder bikes, they're charging idly, a large draw for their cargo hauler, another draw for the hard shell, numerous smaller draws for various computer arrays and sensors, along with the sonic electronic fencing around the perimeter, etc., etc. And there, a 1% draw for a sub-relay conduit. Odd. A sub-relay conduit shouldn't be drawing anything greater than 0.01%, as all it does is relay power, not draw it. Gunky makes his way deeper into the cave system, following the power cables running the length of the base just above ground level. Gonk, gonk, gonk. There's the sub-relay. No smoke or signs of malfunction. Strange. Gunky ties into the sub-relay and scan. Computer programming repair again? Oh, we got... Oh my goodness. 22, 25, 28 against a moderate 11 difficulty. So yeah, another resounding success. There it is. A steady draw of 1% power to this relay, then shunting off to a sub-generator matrix, one that is not supposed to be active. The sub-generator, the backup really, is housed at the deepest level of the cave system, far away from crew quarters ammunition. Gunky makes his slow, ponderous way deeper into the cavern. Gonk, 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 gonk. Now, we're going to switch to perception, of which Gunky has 1 dice. He's just rolling the luck die, and he rolls a 3. That is not successful. He makes his way into a storage cavern. It's just before the generator and backup generator caverns. And he stumbles rather than senses a strange sight. There's several organics laying about in a corner of the room, all in a pile. They're sleeping or goofing around or doing whatever organics do. But they do appear to have blaster burns on them. Oh no! They've been terminated. He's going to try to make another perception roll. Natural 1. He has no idea. However, he is certain that this is definitely not a situation for a power droid. He flicks on his communicator and he tries to contact IG. Now, thankfully, he actually has 4 dice in sneak. So he's going to attempt to very quietly summon IG because he knows something's wrong. He doesn't know what, but he knows something's wrong. 13. He sets the difficulty for the opposing forces. And they collectively roll a 12. Oof, that is close. So they are not currently aware of him as we go to our next scene. Okay. As you can see, our cavern system rebel base. In here, we have the opposing forces, and they're up to no good doing their nefarious plots. Gunky is hiding in a side little storage room. Now, our good guys are entering from the north at the main entrance. This is the only way in and out of the cave. This is to represent, basically bedrock, the face of the cliff. They come in, there's only this traverse. All this is solid. They can't move through it. These 2 rooms are connected. We've got living quarters, we've got storage and such. Actually, the storage back here, we got the, the mess halls outside, etc., etc., etc. But this is going to be their target. IG has alerted the rebel forces saying, hey, Gunky is out in the generator rooms and he says there's a stack of dead bodies there, our forces. So immediately the red flag goes up. Haldor is no fool. He orders the immediate evacuation of the base, get everything unloaded on the hauler, get everybody in their fighters ASAP, faster than ASAP. He and a select few others are going to go with IG and Psy to go check out these dead bodies and find out what's going on. But the vast majority of personnel are totally committed to bugging out, including the droids, the crew not currently present. They're going to be on the hard shell, getting the ship prepped for launch and getting ready to get out of here. It's anticipated that they're probably, as soon as they leave the planet, there's probably going to be some sort of ambush, but I don't know. So we begin. IG has the initiative, and he is going to move. His move is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he moves down the road. Sai's next. He moves with him. After that, we have the bad guys. They are not currently taking any actions because they do not know yet that they have been spotted. Gunky's playing it safe. He's actually got his legs tucked up and he's scrunched down and he got his lights turned off, so he is pretty much indistinguishable from any of the other boxes in the room. So we're at actually like round 5-ish or so. Now, Sai is going to roll one of his Jedi powers. He's going to life detect. He has 2d plus 2. Oh, natural 6 on the luck dice. Oh, another natural 6. And another. Oh my gosh. 18, 19, 24, 26 total. He's absolutely like, yeah, there's a bunch of guys in there. Now, he does not have the life sense power, so he can't determine specifics, but he has the overwhelming, because of that role, he has the overwhelming impression of several figures, all tense, anxious, with hostile intent. So, they know they're coming into a situation. Gonna move everybody up. IG obviously is armored, so it makes tactical sense that he should be the first into the room. Now, considering he's a big clanky machine, I'm going to give the M-Forces an easy perception roll to hear him coming. Let's see. They've got 3 dice. There are 12, yes. They hear IG coming. They alert their fellows. So IG will get the first action. He moves. And as he comes in the room, we're going to roll perception for him because they are somewhat concealed. And he's actually going to roll his 8D of search. So 6, 7, 8. His sensors are probing the room. Oh my goodness gracious. So there's 10, 20, 26. Yes. Uh, he detects multiple life forms. The exact number doesn't matter much to him. He gives them the option of coming out with their weapons down and their hands up. Obviously, they're not going to go for that. So, since all he has done his move, he's had one action, he's going to hold his second action to see if they throw down their weapons and come out and surrender. So as soon as they move, his held action will supersede theirs. If that makes sense. So we move to the next initiative order, and that's Sai. And he's going to come in here with lightsaber already at the ready. And he's going to attempt to have his lightsaber combat power up. Now this is he has 2D plus 1. He's actually going to spend a character point to try and help him get this power up and running. Of course, he rolls a natural 6 on the luck die. Oh, and another 12, 15, 18, 19, 21. Yes, his lightsaber combat is up for the first time since introducing him into the campaign. Yay! This power may be kept up, so he's going to be attempting to deflect some blaster bolts. This could get interesting. The next in initiative order are the imps. We are going to pop out from cover here. And we got 3. And they are going to all fire on IG. The range is short, so the base difficulty is going to be 6. Let's see here. They have 4D plus 1 to try and make that 6. IG will not be attempting to dodge because he wants to fire back at them. Actually, you know what? He has his held action. He's firing first. Now, he sees 3 figures pop out. He has a blaster of 7D. So he's going to pop off a shot at each. And as a matter of fact, well, he's already at -1 dice because he moved. Okay, so pop off a shot at each. So that's 2 more dice down. So he's got 40 at each of them. 9, 10, 11, 12 is a hit for this guy. 19 for that guy's a hit. And 17 for that guy's a hit. Oh, I'm sorry, 15, whatever. Either way, it hit. So they each get a round. That's 5 damage. This guy is taking 8, 12, 13, 14 damage. He resists at 3D plus 1 because they do have a +1 in armor. That is 6, 7. Taking him down to 6. That is going to put him at, where are we? Wounded. He is prone, incapacitated for 1 round, and all his subsequent actions will be at -1D. Ow. Next up, 5 dice damage at this guy. That is going to be 19. He resists 3D plus 1. 12, 12, 13, so 6. Also, he's wounded. Same. So both of these guys have lost their action this round. If they get pinged, let's see, 9, 10, 13, 13 damage. this other guy, and he fully resists. Exactly 13. So he completely resists. Now, since it's their turn in the initiative order, he is going to pop off a shot. 40 plus, you know what? He's going to take a minus 1d. He's going to do two shots. 7, 8, 9 hits. Oh, natural 6 on the luck. That's 13, 19, 21, 22. Definitely hits. Both of these do 5d. Well, he's got a pistol, so he's at 40 damage. And he's doing 15 to IG. IG resisted 7, 9, 12, 50. Yeah, IG fully resists. Got to bring something bigger than that. So now we've got 14 for his second block. IG, oh, natural 1 on the luck die. It takes out this 5. He found a chink in the armor. So that's 12 damage. Okay, so IG suffers just a little bit of damage. He's stopped. He's going to be at minus 1d for this round and the next round. So, ow. Pang. Found a weak point in his armor. I'm going to have to get Kobe to look at that. Next, after them, we have the other good guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to move up. This guy's going to move up. The guys in the back do not have a shot. We're going to say Holder has a narrow shot, but I'm going to raise the difficulty from 6 to 11 because he's trying to shoot at an angle through all this craziness. Holdor has 3 dice. He's going to just do one shot so he doesn't have any more penalties. Looking for an 11 or better. 10, 11 exactly. He barely hits. My blaster pistol is 4D. Holy macaroni. 20 damage. Bringing the heat. 14, 15. So 5 damage gets through on a guy who's already wounded. That's going to drop him. He's incapacitated. He's not dead, but Holder pings him off. Very nice. Way to steal the show. So that was that round. We now go to round 7, I believe it is. IG has the initiative. He's actually going to, being the ultra badass that he is, he's actually going to move into. Well, we'll do a partial move. You know what? No, we'll do a move. He's at minus 1d. He's further into the cave. He's going to shoot 2 shots at each of these guys in an attempt to terminate them. So he would normally have 7 dice. He's at a minus 1 this round temporarily, so he would have 6 dice. He's taking 4 shots. These are 3d each. This is only a 6 to hit. 10 is a hit. Oh, natural 1 on the luck dice. 4 or 3. No hit there. 2 at the other guy. Oh, natural 6 on the luck die. 15 is a hit. And another natural 6 on the luck die. 13, 14. So 1 hit, 2 hits. Now, 5d, 9, 13, 16, 17 to this guy. He resists. He takes 8. 8 get through. That's going to put him at barely inside of wounded. He's looking bad. So he loses this round, and he's at a minus 1d to actions after that. Wait, no, you know what? He was already wounded, was he not? Okay, yeah, he's down. Correction. He's down. This is the guy that resisted, right? So, oh, natural 1 on the luck die. Gross. 9 damage. And there's a complication. So I'm going to say the complication is that we lose a dice on the second shot. But first resist. Oh, natural 1. God. He resists 3 points, so he takes 6. So he's wounded. He loses this round. He's a minus 1d. So the blast rifle is at a minus 17, 19. It doesn't matter. This guy loses a dice. 19 damage coming in. He resists 5, 14. He is absolutely dead and gone and buried. IG just terminated him. So yeah, we've got 3 down, 4 imps left. Now, let's see, after IG is Sai. Sai is going to move in. 3, 4, 5. He's going to protect IG's flank. He can see this guy. Now, he could burn his other action to get to the guy. But I would require a running roll. He doesn't have that. And instead, he's going to pay attention to the lessons that he learned in the previous episode, and he's going to defend. He's got his lightsaber combat up. He can deflect blaster bolts if it comes to it. So he's going to hold his action. So once he's got to shoot, he's going to get priority. So we go over to the imps. The imps have priority now. This guy's going to move up. This guy's going to move over here. This guy's up to no good. This guy's going to shoot. Before they shoot, now we're going to have this guy shoot first. Now he has not been injured. He's rolling his full 4D. He's going to attempt 2 shots, so we'll take away 1 dice. Now let's see here. Now he's got, natural 6 on the luck die. Gee, Christmas 11, 16. Okay, now he shoots. He sets the target difficulty at 16. Sai is going to attempt to parry. That is 5D plus 2. However, since he successfully rolled his lightsaber combat, he adds his sense dice, which are 2D plus 2, to the roll. So it's actually a plus 4. Odd. And he rolls a natural 1 on the luck die. Oh boy. 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. He still beats the parry number. However, he rolled a natural 1 on the luck die, which means complication. So I'm going to say that in parrying the bolt, his lightsaber actually impacts the solid rock wall next to him, sending debris and chunks of rock flying as the material explodes. Now, what that means is that this guy's going to get his second shot. We're going to say if Sai chooses to parry, he's going to be at at least a -1 for all the debris and crap flying around. So anyway, so first we roll to see if Stormtrooper, the bad guy hit. 11, 12. All right, so there's 12. There's a hit. And so I would normally roll this many dice. He loses 1 for doing multiple actions, and then he loses another 1 for all the debris and crap. And that is, yeah, he absolutely shoots past that difficulty. So even though there's crap flying everywhere, he manages to deflect the second shot. And since he beat the subject's target number by such a wide margin, he actually deflects it back at the guy, hitting him. The guy has a blaster pistol. Yeah, it's a blaster rifle. No, it's pistol. Yeah, it's pistol. Okay. Hey, it's 40. Oh. 8, 14, 17, 20. 20 damage to himself from a lightsaber deflected blaster bolt. 14, 15. So 5 get through. He is now wounded. He loses his next round, and he's at a -1D to his his rolls. So that's not good. This guy's going to take a couple pot shots at Sai. Now Sai has moved, and he's parried twice. He only has a 3D deck, so that's the limit of the actions. So there will be no parrying this guy's 2 shots. 7, 8, 9, barely hit. 7, 8, 9, barely hits again. So 2 shots into Sai. 12, 15. Sai resists at a 2D. 15 -6 is not. Oh my. 9. Sai is incapacitated, prone, out for 10D. However, he gets hit by the second one. 5, 9, 10. Here's a 7, only 3 more. That's going to bring him up to 12. Yeah, he's still incapacitated, so Sai gets blasted. No! IG notices the Padawan go down. He's not real happy about it, but The initiative is now. Okay, Holder's going to move in, taking cover. He has already moved. He's going to attempt a shot at this guy. Yeah, natural 6 and luck die. Yeah, that's 14, 15. That is a hit. Blaster pistol. Oh my goodness, another natural 6. 11, 17, 22, 23 damage to this guy. He resists 10, 11 of it. So 12 gets through. That is going to put him at incapacitated. Dang, Holdor. I guess we know why he's the commander now. These guys are going to move in. I'll try to anyway. Hey, you're in the way. What are you going to do? Goki's just kind of like gronk, gronk, gronk. As he's dead last in initiative, he sees everybody piling in, and he's going to take his 2 moves to try to go look and see what's going on. Okay, round 8. IG has the initiative. Now, he is going to shoot twice, move, shoot twice. So, let's see. Well, okay, shoot first. He's taking 1, 2, 3, 4 extra actions, right? So he's got 3D. DC is 6, 12. He hits. And he hits again with a 14. So 2 hits on this guy. We'll go ahead and roll damage and see. He's just coming in. He's just murdering. 14 damage. That guy's at a minus 1D if I remember correctly. Oh, but he resists 11. He takes 3 more. That is going to push him, I believe, into incapacitated. Well, even if he's in wounded, let's see here. He's going to be taking 10, 15 more. Is it 10 resisted to 5 more? Good gracious. Yeah, that's firmly incapacitated at that point. And he's going to move. He's probably just going to casually terminate all these as he's walking through. Coup de grace. Disguised Imperial officer reaches into the pack at the trooper in front of him, retrieving a pair of grenades. With a savage grin of a man resigned to his destiny, he depresses both activator switches and declares, "Long live the Empire," before the fireball from both devices engulfs him. Well, there you are, folks. With that, we conclude the 4th episode of The Hardcasers. I know, leaving on a cliffhanger like that is something to be used sparingly, but in this instance, it just seemed to make sense. Cornered, already well aware of their chances of escaping a rebel base from this position, it was non-existent, and they were not going to let themselves be taken captive, not if half the tales they've been told about rebel groups, especially those commanded by fanatics like Saul Guerrera, are true. But that leaves us biting our nails over IG, who was only a scant few spaces from the blast itself. Will his armor plating hold in the point-blank blast? Will the cave collapse under the explosive detonation? Well, we'll just have to tune in next Sunday as we continue our harrowing tale. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. I appreciate every single view my little channel gets, and it flatters me so much to know there are folks out there that want to watch this old fella from the hills spin his yarns about a galaxy far, far away. I do sincerely hope I've entertained y'all. And if I have, may I impose upon you to hit that like button? It's just a little thing YouTube really pays attention to and helps my itty bitty little channel grow. Speaking of, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Now, that's all I've got, so why don't you all go out there, roll some dice of your own, create some memories, and have a good one.